Good evening, Soul Tribe family, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Saturday Night Live with Lady D. I'm your host, Lady D. Yes, I have a bruise. I don't know how I got that. I must have been astrally traveling somewhere. How is everyone doing tonight? So I'm a little bit late. I was wearing a different shirt, and then I had to change. I had to put on a tank top because it's really muggy in here. It's been really awful weather south of Boston. It's been rainy and drizzly and overcast and gray and cold in the 50s after it was in the 70s, high 70s, especially when I first got back from the UK. I don't know if you've noticed, Old Tribe family, but you can see the comments on the screen. Do you see that? You see that? You see the comments on the screen? That's a new feature from StreamYard. So you should be able to see the comments on the screen. That's a new feature from StreamYard that they just came out with, and I activated it. So you should be able to see that. Yep. Chrissy is running late. She'll be here shortly. Um, I had a major headache today. I didn't feel well. I don't know if it's because of the weather. I usually don't do well when it's drizzly rainy. So I don't know if it was the weather or it was the solar flares or whatnot, but I didn't feel well today. So I was going to do a video for my channel members, but I'll do it either tomorrow or Monday. I'm not going to do a video when I don't feel well just to do a video. I want to do quality. So I'll be doing a video for my channel members sometime within the next few days. I do have some announcements before we get to the show. First of all, I am having a really big sale, as you all know, and people are taking advantage of it. Trust me, a little too much if you saw my video the other day. Um, let's, I'm going to share my screen. So I'm doing my 30-minute readings for $55. They're usually 75, so it's $20 off. These are the prices, excuse me, this is the price that I charged many years ago. All right, so it's $20 off. The sale ends tonight at midnight. It ends tomorrow, technically 5/25, but it'll end tonight at midnight because today's the 24th. So if you want to purchase a 30-minute reading, do so before midnight tonight. Okay? Because the sale ends then. Okay? Now, there are some stipulations. Okay? You can buy as many as you want, but you cannot buy two 30-minute readings and then use it as a 1-hour reading to try to save more money than you already have. It's not going to fly. People are trying to do that, and no. Okay? If I wanted to give $50 off of my hour readings, I would do that. So if you think you're going to get away with that, folks, think again, okay? You can only use it for a 30-minute reading. If you want to buy 5 30-minute readings and use them whenever, that's fine. But you're not going to put two together, okay? If I give you an inch, you all should know better than to take a mile, because you know I'll tell you off. As I said in my video, I will give you the shirt off my back, but if you try to be greedy and if you try to play me, it's not going to end well for you. I think everyone should know me by now, right? Do you know me by now? Does everyone know me by now, right? I think you ever know, because gotta tell you, sometimes some of the way people act, I swear that they don't know me. I swear that they don't know me. Some of my longtime subscribers have been acting as if they don't know me. You should know better. I don't care if I just met you, if you're my long-term subscriber, or if you're Yeshua HaMashiach. If you try to play me, I'm going to let you know. Okay? I love you all, but I had to put stipulations. I didn't think I had to. Okay? But I had to put stipulations because I didn't think that people would try to do that to me. But obviously, and listen, I get people try to save money, but come on, folks. All right? Come on. Do I look like Walmart? Do I look like I'm ranking it in? All right. Also, folks, I will be on. I'm going to show you. I have a show planned tomorrow with Miss Beverly Rhodes. Okay. The show tomorrow is the weekly roundup. This is a new weekly episode, new weekly series that we are going to be doing. This will be the second episode that it will be on tomorrow. It is 4 p.m. UK time. That's Greenwich Means Time, which is 4 p.m. No, it's 9 p.m. UK time. 9 p.m. UK time, which is Greenwich Means, and it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hi, my soul mama. I miss you, my soul mama. I've been so busy. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Soul mama, look at can you see the comments on the chat? You guys, everyone, look, you can see the comments on the screen. Have you noticed that? Can you see the comments on the screen? That's a new feature that StreamYard has offers. So I activated it. So you guys should be able to see the comments on the screen. So if there's any arsehole trolls, you'll be able to see them real time. And you can see me crush them real time, or a garden hoe crush them. Or garden hoe crush them real time. Because you know we love to crush trolls. Also, folks, what else do I have to tell you? I had something else to tell you, but I forgot. Oh, I will be doing on Wednesday. I'll be doing the Cosmic Portal with Selma, the weekly Wednesday Cosmic Portal with Selma and Azria. I'll be doing another Awaken with Beverly. I think Beverly and I are going to be doing, we're going to be doing another Awaken with Beverly Rhodes on Thursday. And yeah, lots planned. Okay, so another thing I wanted to make clear. I thought you guys all knew this, but maybe you didn't. Okay, so just want to let you know, in case you don't know, I don't read my emails, folks. For those, I think I've told you maybe 1,000,001 times. So here's 1,000,002. I don't read my emails. Okay, let me backtrack. I have an assistant. Her name is Paula. She reads all my emails. She'll take care of everything. If it's something that she needs to forward to me, if it's like a personal message or something like that, she'll forward it to me. But if it has anything to do with scheduling or administrative, Paula gets it. Okay. I've had people that Paula has been corresponding with over certain issues, right? And she'll say, "Hi, this is Lady D's assistant Paula," and she'll sign it, Lady D's assistant Paula. And there are people that have had conversations with her, and then they still address her as Lady D, thinking that she's Lady D. Wow. Wow. I guess the part when she said, "Hi, this is Lady D's assistant Paula," and when she signed the email, "Thank you, Paula, Lady D's assistant," I guess that wasn't a giveaway. I guess you didn't get it then. I guess the fact that she's been helping you and sending me emails to help accommodate your schedule. And I guess the fact when she said, "Hi, this is Paula. I'll ask Lady D if she'll do that for you." That wasn't a giveaway. So I just want to make it very clear. Paula gets all my emails first. She's the filter. Nothing gets past her. And then she will forward all emails to me that need to be. Like if she can take care of it, she will. But if it's it's something personal, she'll send it to me. So I just want to make that clear. I'm not going to help you with an appointment. I'm not going to help you with anything administrative. That's Paula. So when Paula helps you, please acknowledge her and don't call her Lady D. I don't know if people are reading the emails. Because like she'll say, "Hi, Paula," and then the people respond back, "Hi, Lady D." And finally, there was this one lady last night, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I lost my cool," and I don't blame her. She said to the lady, "Hello, this is Paula." I think I've made that clear over the last 3 days when I've been signing Paula, and I said, "Hi, this is Paula. I'll ask Lady D." And the lady said, "Oh, I didn't know." And then Paula said, "How did you not know? Are we in a parallel universe? Am I on a different planet? Have you read the emails?" And you know what? I support that. So if that person comes back to me and says, "Your assistant was rude to me," I'm going to say, "No, she wasn't rude to you. You're dumb." And there are no refunds. So don't complain to me about my assistant because it's not going to end well for you. She's very patient and she takes a lot of shit from people. And she wipes people's asses when she shouldn't have to because they're grown adults. Yes. Anyways, all right. No, I'm sorry. I don't know Honey Golden. I've never talked to Honey Golden and I don't watch her, Anne. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's lovely, but I don't know Honey Golden. Sorry. And I only invite people on my show that I know and I resonate with. I'm sure she's lovely. I've watched a few shows, but I don't know her. Okay. The only people that I'm going to have on my show are the people that I resonate with and I know. I don't know her. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I'd ask her. No name calling, please. And please invite only Ann Garvey. Ann Garvey, are you really that dumb to say this on my channel? This one's on me. Hi, Felicia. This is my channel, Ann Garvey. I will say what I want. And for you to come on my channel and tell me not to name call, not to do anything, and to who I should invite on my show, I'm going to say you're delusional. No, go back and slither under the rock you crawled out of where the rest of the scum belong. I wasn't name calling anyone, troll. Love and light. Now, that's somebody that knows me by now. Folks, if you poke the bear, your face is going to get scratched off, right? If you poke a bear, what happens? This is what I talk about. Do people know me by now? Do people know me by now? Oh my God. Trissy, you just missed it. I crushed one myself, and she's one that should know better. All right, folks. I didn't call anyone's name. I didn't call anyone a name. I'm telling you, people. All right, here we go, folks. Let's get to the nitty gritty. All right. Now, folks, I do want to tell a little story. And this might help you understand why I am the way I am. And I am such a spicy meatball. It's not just the fact that I grew up in a very, very toxic and emotionally and verbally and physically abusive household. And I was bullied because I was psychic, intuitive, empath. I learned very recently that I am a split apart. Okay. All right. Paul, okay, we all know the real Bono, okay? He was I was referring to him as Paul, okay? But now I'm going to be referring to him as David. And I'm going to tell this story in another time, probably another show. It's a long story. But very recently, I've learned that I am a split apart. Now, we all know that he's my twin flame. But what I didn't know until I spent time with Tia Bean and the Jedi Beverly is that I came to realize through remote viewing and astral protecting and doing sessions with my peeps over in the UK is that I am a split apart, which means that God created David and I, which is the real Bono. He created the soul. And then that oversoul split and individuated into the feminine aspect, which is me, and then the masculine aspect, which is David. Now, David, which is the real Paul, which we used to call Paul, and I'm sorry that it's very confusing. This is the man that's had a million names, but I will explain to you why he's known as David. David's his middle name, and the powers that be have been referring to the clone as Paul. And when I say Paul, they've been using that in association with the clone. So that's why we refer to David as his middle name, okay? Because his name is Paul David Houston. So folks, I'm not just dealing with the emotions for one person. I'm dealing with the emotions for two people. You know how when you're pregnant, you eat for two? Well, I feel for two. I feel for two. Plus, I'm a psychic empath. I absorb everything. Plus, I was bullied and I've had people mess with me because I was the youngest of 13 grandchildren. I had a bully older sister, and I'm a psychic intuitive empath, and we're sensitive. So, folks, this is why I am the spicy meatball. This is why I don't take anything, and I have very little patience for stupidity and trolls and bullies. There are many reasons. So I just want to let you know why I am the badass bitch. I have plenty of reason to be. And I'm not going to apologize for it, because if I wasn't, people would walk all over me, and they have. So I've learned to be this way. And if you wonder why, you just saw the arsehole troll, you know why. I think it's pretty evident, right? Okay. Somebody that's known me that long has the audacity to tell me what to do on my channel. Okay. Are you paying my bills? Have you bought a reading? You haven't even bought a reading, but you're going to tell me what to say on my channel. Okay, delusional. Okay, delusional. Why don't I call you up and tell you what to say in your own home? Hey, folks, let's do pick a deck. Let's do pick a deck. And I will be telling you more about the real Bono, Paul / the David situation. Okay, let's just say he's healing. Let's just say he's healing. Okay. All right, folks, let's do pick a pile. I'm not going to do 3 cards. I'm going to pick a pile. I'm going to do a Sufi Wisdom Oracle card. All right, for a pile. So pick pile 1 or pick pile 2. It's not a deck, it's a pile. If you want to ask a question, go to the bottom, go to the top of the chat and link on the links. If you want to ask a question, go underneath the show, and you'll see all the links and the directions to ask a question. If anyone is new here, if you want to ask a question or buy a reading, you either can go to the very, very top of the chat. I pinned all the links, or right underneath me, folks, right underneath me. Woohoo! I feel like the lady from The Price is Right. Da, 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 da. You won a brand new car. Right underneath me, all the links and the information. And folks, there are only 4 questions left. I think I'm pretty much sold out. Okay. Before I go any further, let me give a little update as where we are, because I have it. So I only answered 24 questions. And so I have a certain amount of each questions. And then when I'm sold out, I am done. So let me check my Buy Me a Coffee to see. All right, let's see. All right, just bear with me. I think we're sold out. Folks. We are sold out of we're sold out of the past life mini readings. I was just sold out. Now let me see about general reading. So the past life mini readings are sold out. There's only one general reading left. And let's see what about the questions. And the $10 questions, there are 4 $10 questions left. So I'll probably be closing questions in probably about a half hour. So there's only 5 questions left. 1 general reading, and 4 $10 questions. And if you're interested in purchasing those, underneath me in the description of the show is all the information and the links. Also, if you want to take advantage of my 30-minute sale, $20 off, the link to my website is also there. The link to my website. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it so that I don't, show bra. Not very professional. Sorry. I did a quick change. So let's fix that. Okay. We're all friends here, right? Here we go. All right. So now that we've got that settled, I think I did all the announcements. Chrissy's here. Chrissy's here. Shout out to Garden Hose. Shout out to Chrissy, my 2 Troll Patrol peeps. Shout out to all my peeps in the chat, all my regulars, all the newbies. I love you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. In case you haven't noticed, if you just notice all of the chat, you'll be able to see the comments of the live chat on the screen. You can see them on the screen. It's a new feature from StreamYard. And yeah. Oops, hold on one moment. I have to go grab my selenite. I'll be back in a flash. Okay, sorry, I had to get my selenite. If people don't know, I use selenite to clear my deck. And this is good to clear any crystals. It dispels negative energy and it clears crystals and it dispels anything negative. All right, here we go. So pick a pile. I'm going to do a Sufi Wisdom Oracle card for pile 1 and pile 2. So here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, can I get a Sufi Wisdom Oracle card for those that pick pile number 1 and pile number 2? What can they expect for this week? Any advice? Any advice for this week? What say you, Holy God and Yeshua the Christ? Okay. Pile 1. All right. Pile 1, you got time to play. Time to pay. And this says, make time to dance and play. I get this card all the time. And I get it probably every other time I use this deck. This is saying, take the time to smell the roses. I know I sound like a broken record lately, but I keep on saying that you need to be like a child. You need to stop adulting so much. You need to take time and be innocent and not worry and stop worrying about your cares. You need to take time and just do things that bring you joy, have fun, stop worrying, stop stressing, stop taking this life so seriously, stop taking yourself so seriously, because we know that children are very connected to the other side. We know that children have imaginary friends. They're very connected. They remember their past lives, some children up into a certain age. And then after a certain age, it's like the veil, all of a sudden the veil comes down. And it's like all of a sudden they become tainted. And then when you get older like me, and when you become an adult, you get really jaded and tainted. Kids are connected to spirit. Kids are still full of wonder and excitement and joy. Kids like to discover because they're not so bound down by stress and responsibilities. So this is saying tap into your inner child, because when you do, you tap into source, you tap into spirit, tap into your creativity, do the things that you love to do, play, color, do your art, sing, dance, whatever it is that brings you joy. Be like a kid again. Who says you can't be like a kid? Who says you can't color? There are adult coloring books now. Who says that you can't go and swing on a swing just because you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 90? Who made the rules and said you have to act a certain way because you're a certain age? Who? Society? The same demonic society that has lied to you and has made you a slave? When are you going to break out of the box, break out of societal norms and be yourself and do your own thing? This is calling to you, saying, be like a kid. Fluff off the world. Say, fluff off, world. Fluff off responsibilities. Be like a kid. Have joy. Laugh. Spend a day just doing things that bring you joy. Spend a day and turn this flipping, even though we love them flipping devices, they're toxic. It's like I have a love-hate relationship with my phone as well as you all do, because we act like they're appendages to us, but they can be very toxic. And we need to spend time away from screens and social media and stresses. So take time and be like a child again. Go out and play. Because when you tap into that, you tap into source. And when you tap into source and when you're happy, remember the joy of the Lord is your strength. And then you're connected to spirit. You can manifest, and all of your psychic gifts will come online. And you'll really be connected to your higher self and spirit. Okay? So I hope that resonates with you. Let me know if you picked deck number 1 and if that resonates with you in the chat. I mean, pile number 1. Sorry, I made it was pile number 1. All right? Let me know. And, sorry, I'm going to wet my whistle. Pile number 2 was work of art. Okay? And it says, I have to be the portrait of the divine beauty. There is a guidebook, but I never go to the guidebook. I just get what I get as a download from spirit. And this is saying that you are a work of art. We beat ourselves up so much. We expect ourselves to be perfect. We are constantly trying to better ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong to evolve. Absolutely nothing wrong with evolving and changing and better yourself. But we also pick ourselves apart. Many of us should act as if we are our own worst enemies instead of our best friends. This is saying that you are perfect in your imperfection. You are perfect with your flaws. You are perfect when you're a bitch or an arsehole, which we all can be. You're a perfect divine specimen of God, with all your flaws, with all your issues, with all your problems. You are a work of art. The divine adores you and sees you as a beautiful, intricate, gorgeous snowflake. You are special. You are divine. It took magic to make you, but you're different from everyone else, and you can't expect to be like anyone else. So this is saying embrace your individuality, embrace your uniqueness, embrace you being you. There's not another one of you in the whole universe. You're awesome, you're special, you're worthy, you're loved, you're divine, you're powerful. Stop beating yourself up. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop putting other people on pedestals. Stop listening to other people. Make you be your own guru. You be your own guru. All that matters is that you love yourself and honor yourself. And it doesn't matter what the fluffing world has to say. Yes, I adopted fluff from Nikki Allen. I saw her at Jissig and she uses fluff and mutter futter. And I say shite and arsehole. This makes it a little easier and especially better for the YouTube police. So, you are a work of art. You are beauty. You are precious. You are priceless. Honor yourself. Cherish yourself. Put yourself first and listen to your gut. And don't put anyone's attitudes, thoughts, feelings, or judgments above your own. All that matters is that you love yourself because you know that God, Yeshua, the divine, holy God, source, almighty, creator, whatever you call God, God loves you. You are a child of God and God loves you and you are held and you are divine. Remember that. Treat yourself like a Mona Lisa. Priceless work of art. All right, folks, I hope those resonated with you. Those are a little different. I didn't do predictions for you. However, I got from God and Yeshua, they didn't want me to do predictions with the pick a pile tonight. They wanted to give you advice. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you. So take that take that as a little bit of advice from God and Yeshua on how to. Is this not working? I'm back from the fifth or sixth dimension. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. You know what happened? I bumped my microphone and it turned off my camera. And then I went to turn on my camera and it said, I'm sorry, you have to restart your browser. So that's what happened. Sorry. So sorry. Okay, we're back now, though. And you don't need to hear me twice because I already have a loud enough mouth. That was my phone feedback. Okay, so that means I have to open up my Buy Me a Coffee again. So talks amongst yourselves. Happy Memorial Day, folks. All right, we're all good. We are all good. The powers that be cannot stop me. They may try, but they never succeed because God and Yeshua and my protect me. All right, folks, here we go with the readings. And I think we're probably sold out by now. If not, we're probably pretty close to it. Sorry, I just have to adjust one thing with my camera. I apologize. I don't have, I don't have a camera crew. I don't have a production crew. That would be nice if I did. I don't. Huh, I don't. Oh, you're gonna see me on the big screen because you don't need to stare at a bruise. And let me just adjust. All righty then. I think we're good. We're good. All right, folks. Lady D's back. We're good. Just camera. I need a production crew. All right, here we go. So the first question is, let me open up the first question of the night is a past life mini reading, and it is for, let's see. Chris C. Okay, it's Chris C. So here we go. Past life mini reading for Chris C. Here we go. I use the cards as a trigger and as a tool. These are pretty much downloads. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, can I get a past life mini reading for Chris C? Can we tap into a life that is so impactful and so pertinent to his current life that it's still impacting him in any way? What say you, Holy God, Holy Spirit of God, and Yeshua the Christ? Wow. Wow. Okay, first, before I even turn the card, I got ancient Sudan, which I believe is in Africa. I don't know if it was called Sudan then, but it is ancient Sudan. It's the place that is now Sudan, and I believe that's in Africa. I'm getting you were born female, okay? I got that, and then look at that. I got that before I turned the card, and look at that, an African American little girl. You can't make this shite up, can you? All right. And unfortunately, if you know when I get an ace in a past life reading, what does that mean? It always means that you died young. In fact, you died before you turned the age of 1. Ace, just to let you know how I do my past life readings. This was for me, okay? I'm getting that you died young, and I'm getting that you died in a fire. Okay. I'm getting that you died in a fire. All right. But let's put that. Okay. I'm going to go through your life first. Okay. I'm getting that what happened is that you were kidnapped. And I'm getting there was warring tribes. And I'm getting that you were the daughter of a tribal leader. Okay. And I'm getting that you were kidnapped at around 5 or 6 months old. And this was a vengeance. This was payback because I'm getting that your father stole something very valuable from this other tribal leader. And there was this vicious battle going back and forth. And so you were kidnapped. Okay. Now I'm getting that they didn't intend to kill you. They just wanted to use you. But and they wanted kind of like revenge on your father. But I'm getting that they didn't mean to harm you, but I'm getting that they wanted back that precious item that your father stole from him. Okay, your father was not a very nice guy, and he stole something very valuable. And I'm getting some kind of jewel, and I almost think it could be ruby. It's a big, beautiful red jewel, and it's ancient and it's worth a lot of money. And I think and if I'm getting that it comes from a lineage of kings, the kings of Sudan. Okay. And I'm getting it like it comes from royalty, and I'm getting there's powers in it. Okay. There's powers, but the powers have to be activated by someone in a certain bloodline. And I'm getting that your father stole this, thinking that he could activate it, but he can't. It has to be the other guy. And your father was kind of an arsehole. So what happened is that you got kidnapped because of it. Now, he was trying to get his ruby or whatever it was, this gem or this amulet back from your father. What happened is that you were in some kind of building. I'm seeing wood. I don't know if it's wood or bamboo, kind of like a bambooish type of wood. It's not really wood, maybe bamboo, but it's like a very low grade wood, and you're in a hut. And I see a fire starting, and I'm getting that you were alone, and there were women that was supposed to be watching you, and they went off and they did something, and they were cooking something and started a fire, and you died in the fire, and you were about 6 months old. Okay. And I'm also getting that your father in this past life is a female in your current life, and this female pretty much has the same personality. I feel it's either a friend or a cousin, maybe a family member, and it's the same soul. And this person is also very entitled and thinks that they can take whatever they want without consequences. And I think you'll know who that is in your life, either a cousin or a distant friend or someone, a distant relative. I'm getting a relative, a female relative. Okay. So very interesting, Chris C. Thank you for the general. Thank you for purchasing your past life mini reading. And sorry you died young, but it is what it is. All righty. That was Chris C. Now we have Chloe Kelly. With the question. I'm copying and pasting Chloe Kelly's question in the chat. Might not all come up. I think it will. It might not. Yep. Okay. Let's ask. Holy God, Holy Spirit of God, and Yeshua the Christ. Chloe Kelly would like to know. 3 weeks ago, out of nowhere, these strange words and sounds started coming from my mouth. Different tones and accents. Now it's coming out all the time. Is it light language I'm channeling? Thanks. Let's ask. I don't think I like these cards. I want a different set of cards. Sorry, sometimes Spirit tells me to change the cards and I listen because I want to make sure you get the best reading. Here we go. I'm going to do my beautiful stained glass tarot. Okay. Plus, I have to keep on changing up the cards, change the energy. All right, here we go. Let's ask Chloe. Holy God, Holy Spirit of God, Yeshua. Chloe Kelly started 3 weeks ago to make strange noises and sounds, and they started coming out of her mouth in different tones and accents. Now she's doing it all the time. Is this light language that she is channeling? Is it light language? Yes or no? What say you, Holy God and Yeshua? What is it? I'm getting that it's not light language. I'm getting that it's an ancient language from a planet that you incarnated on. Has that? It's not light language. I guess you could consider it light language because it is a high of light, but it's not like the light language. You know, Selma Light Mother that I had on Wednesday. It's not that type of light language. I'm getting it's an ancient language from a planet that you incarnated on. And it's a planet I've never heard of, and it doesn't even come to mind. It's very, very distant, maybe Vega. I'm getting Vega. It's a distant planet in the Vega star system. And it's what's happening is that you must have been, I'm getting that you've been doing a lot of spiritual work and meditating. And what I'm getting is that because what have I been telling you? Haven't I been telling you all the skills and talents from your past lives are coming online? Haven't I been telling you this? Well, this is the perfect example. So what's happening, Chloe, is that this past life is bleeding into now, because what's happening is now that we've collapsed down to one timeline, right? All of our past lives, all of these gifts, talents, and our divine DNA is coming online. So this is a talent, a skill from a past life. And I'm getting that you are speaking it now because it is very, very high vibrational, high frequency. So it's not light language, but I'll tell you, it's pretty darn close. And you should keep on doing it because it raises your vibration, light language, very much like it. So I hope that resonates with you, Miss Chloe. And I would say that I wouldn't doubt that you will eventually, probably, if you were to take light language, you probably could, because I'm getting that language from a past life, the Vega star system is pretty high vibing. I should say high vibe. It's a high frequency energy, I should say, a high frequency energy. Okay? So, very interesting reading. And folks, I believe, am I sold out, Chrissy? I believe I'm sold out with my questions. Let me see. I think I'm sold out. Let me just double check because I think I just saw the last two being bought. Let me just check, folks. Yep, I am sold out, folks. I am sold out. So all my readings are bought. I'll have to put the banner that readings are closed. I'm all sold out from all my readings, folks. And thank you very kindly. It's always good to be sold out rather than not have enough. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate and love you so much. It's so good to be sold out. All right. Betty Morissette is next. And let me get rid of that comment. Let's do Miss Betty. Hello, Betty. Betty is so good to me. She's always generous. I love Betty. I love Chloe. I love you all. I do. I love you all. Love and appreciate you all. All right, here we go. Oh, this is such a great question. This is from Betty Morissette. She says, will we be on the road to joy and our dreams come true in June? Thank you, my sweet Lady D. Thank you, my sweet Betty Morissette. I certainly hope so. So let's ask. I mean, every psychic in creation got that the money system was supposed to happen already. All right. It wasn't just me. So I don't know what's taking so long, but we need it. And this is why I don't do politics anymore, because it's low vibe and I can't take it. And my guides and God and Yeshua are like, you cannot be doing the politics. It keeps us all attached to 3D human sheeples. Not going to do it. So if you want to have joy and you want your dreams to come true, try to do as little politics or no politics. Here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, will everyone's dreams come true, and will we be on the road to joy in June, especially in the U.S.? Will we be on the road to joy here in the U.S. and around the world? What say you, Holy God and Yeshua the Christ? There is a Vega star system. Yeah, that does sound familiar. Now that you say it, that does sound familiar, but I didn't know it then. I didn't. Yeah, I'm just the channel. Can't take credit for it. All right, here we go. Woo! Okay. Well, it's a little bit of up and down. Okay. First and foremost, I'm getting that. We're going to be starting. We got the 10 of Cups. So I do think that in the month of June, it's going to be a great month for family, joy, happiness, abundance. And 10 is completion. Okay. Especially in terms, I'm getting with Cups, healing, love, relationships. So I'm getting that June is going to be starting off very, very well. I think the first week of June, people are going to be very, very happy. I'm getting a lot of healing, a lot of healing. And I think a lot of the medical and lots of changes in our healthcare system. Okay. I do think there's going to be lots of celebrations. We got the 3 of Cups. That's partying and celebration. So far, June is looking pretty good. That looks pretty joyous to me. Now, unfortunately, though, there's still some things that we don't know about. And unfortunately, the demon rats, I won't even say the demon rats. I will say the demons, just the cabal, the Illuminati. They're still going to be up to some shenanigans. And I'm also getting too that even though there's a lot of people that are going to be happy in June, those that are not spiritually aligned, those that are of the sheeple persuasion, I shall say, that the ones that are in comas, they're not going to have a very good June. I'm getting there's going to be a lot of mental illness, emotional instability, irritableness, irritation, just people not being in a good mood. And I'm also getting to that, unfortunately, those, I mean, we are going to have joy and most of our dreams are going to come true. There is going to be probably around mid-June, there's going to be about where we're going to have to put up with a lot of BS, and there's going to be a lot of those around us that aren't going to be mentally stable. I'm getting addictions are going to be off the charts. It's almost like because we're going to be joyous and because we're ascending and because things are good for people, I feel like the dark is going to give one last, oh, like one last shot or one last kind of blow at us to bring us down. And how do they do that? Sometimes if we're very high vibing and we're protected and they can't get to us, they get to us through our friends, our family, the people that are around us, the people that we work with, the people that are around us. So I'm getting that we're going to have spiritual attacks, and the people that are around us in June are really going to act up. Addictions, mental illness, everything that's dark and nasty is going to act up. And unfortunately, this is kind of going to rain on our parade in mid-month. However, ding, 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 we have the justice card. So there is going to be lots of perp walks, people being arrested, indictments. Let's just say the politicians that have been thieving, stealing, the corrupt politicians here in the US. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You know that line, no one's above the law. Well, all the scumbags, the slime balls, including the rhinos, because I'm getting some of the rhinos are going to go first. They're going to pay the piper. I'm getting that the justice system, the Trump justice system is finally, we're going to finally see some perk walks. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. So June pretty much looks pretty joyful and our dreams come true. If we see some of these scumbag PDF files start to get arrested, if we start to see all those criminals that want to break the law, that want to be violent, like that ridiculous congresswoman that shoved the ICE agent that's being indicted and charged as a felony, even though she acts like she's sweetness and she's the victim. Yeah, those people are going down. That BS is going to stop. Okay, law and order, and no one's above the law. Not even if you're, especially if you're a demon rat, you're not above the law. So justice is coming. And the very last card is the 4 Cups. Now, this is why I said that it's mostly joyous. There is a little mixed bag in June. What I'm getting the Four Cups is that at around the end of June, there's going to be lots of celebrations, but there's going to be a lot of, even though we want the justice, it's still going to be a hard pill for some of us to swallow. And even though we're seeing the justice, it's still going to affect us. Even though pretty much a lot of us are in the know, I still think there's some revelations that we don't know. We might think that we know it all, but none of us know it all. So I do think by the end of the month, all that excitement, all of the joy, right? And seeing all the perp walks and getting, I do still think money's coming. I just don't know when, folks. I just don't know when. This is an event-based war, not a date-based war. Event-based, not date-based. But I am getting that we're going to spend some time apart from people, kind of digest and absorb and integrate everything that we learned. And there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to be, they're going to be kind of hermits, and they're going to not be in good ways. I feel that they're going to spend time alone, reflect, and kind of want to be away from people to I just feel like there's a lot of people that are going to have to integrate and process everything that they've learned. And it's not going to be easy for all of us, even those that are in the know or think they're in the know. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. So yes, June is our road to joy, and most of our dreams are going to come true, but it's not all going to happen in 1 month. It's certainly going to start in June. I believe we're going to see a lot in June. I can't tell you exactly what, and it's not going to all happen, but it certainly looks like June is going to be a really, really good month. However, it's not going to be without its bumpiness and ups and downs. There's still some stuff that may hit the fan that we have to deal with. And I think it's mostly the impact of the disclosures. June is going to be a huge, I'll say a huge, do a President Trump, a huge disclosure month. So I feel that Four of Cups and that mental illness and that, that card of, the mental illness card, I feel it's all about, people really, really being shocked about what they come up with and what they find. It's going to shock a lot of people, the truth. And it's going to be hard for people to digest. And some people, it will make sick physically and mentally. Okay. So thank you, Miss Betty. All right. Now, who's next? And we have a general reading for Betty. Okay. General reading for Betty. Here we go. I'm going to do the general reading for like the next week or so. I don't like to do them for I'll just do it for the near future. Here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, can I get a general reading for Betty? What can she expect in the near future? What say you, Holy God, and Yeshua the Christ? Well, Betty, well, I'm getting that in the next couple of weeks you got the Two of Pentacles, so you're going to be balancing a lot of things. I feel multiple priorities, and I feel like your head is going to be in a bunch of different things. You're going to be doing this and doing that, and you're going to start this and going to start that. I'm getting that. You're going to be a little scattered. It's going to be hard for you to focus, and that's because there's a lot of energy coming in, and you're going to be riding that weight of energy, and you're going to have a lot of inspiration. Okay. I also get the strength card. So the next couple of weeks are going to be good. Physically strong, mentally strong, financially strong. The strength card means that there is something that you've been waiting for that's going to happen. The strength card is the prize, all that hard work, everything that you've gone through, and everything that you've done. You're going to reap the benefit of your rewards. That means your harvest is coming. That means that something you've been waiting for, your prize is coming. This is an epic card of health, success, beauty, abundance. Wonderful card. So this is magnificent for you. And it's going to happen really quick, the 8 of Wands. So I'm telling you, Betty, I'm glad you asked for this general reading because this is amazing. Everything is going to happen almost at real time light speed. Okay. So that's why I say you have to focus, because the fact that you're manifesting at light speed and you're really in alignment, you have to be careful what you focus on, because what you focus on expands and multiplies. So you don't want to focus too much on things that are unpleasant and you don't want to bring into your existence, especially when you know it happens fast. Folks, and this is pretty much for all of us. This is for all of us. Gone are the days where we have to go through years of therapy, or we have to sit there and try to manifest things, do all these like rituals and wait for things to come in your life. Everything is happening very, very fast. Time is sped up. Everything's speeding up. So that means that we don't have to wait for the life of our dreams. What we want, we bring it in. We can do it now. We don't have to wait. Okay? I am getting though that keep your head on a swivel, okay? Because I'm getting that towards within the next couple of weeks, okay? I'm getting that somebody's going to present something to you. There's going to be some kind of offer. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'm getting that someone's going to try to shyster you. Someone's going to try to pull the wool over your eyes in some manner. I don't know if it's business. I think it's something to do with business or real estate. I don't know, but I'm getting that somebody is going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. Okay. And you're not going to see it coming. So this is imperative. You must focus and make sure you don't do any deals, trust anyone, sign on the dotted line, and don't sign any contracts or make any commitments without consulting spirit first. Okay. Because I'm getting that within the next couple of weeks, there's going to be somebody that's going to try to scam you. And I can't get what it is. It has something to do with money and business, however. And they're going to try to blindside you. So just make sure that you don't act too hastily. You go by your intuition and your guidance and don't override your mind. Okay? Thank you, Betty. I love you so much. This is a really great reading. You're going to have phenomenal things happening, especially with that strength card. But unfortunately, we know that when good things happening, all the soul suckers and leeches try to bring you down. So just be wary that sometimes when you're on, in fact, most of the time when you're on top, people that are supposed to be your friends and family and those that are of the dark persuasion, and I'm talking about dark energy, those that are got attachments and those that are low vibing, they will try to bring you down. Okay, so just keep your head on a swivel and go by your intuition. Okay, Betty, thank you so much for all your continuous love and support and generosity. All righty, we have Saggy Lady next from across the pond in England. I miss England. It was very hard for me to come home. It was very hard after being around Beverly and Azria and Tia Bean and Selma. It was very hard. Oh, and speaking of England, welcome back, Lady D. Thank you. It's good to be back. Even though I miss my UK peeps in the UK. Okay. Will Keir Starmer be removed from office within the next 30 days? Oh, I hope so. Don't you just love how his little companion, his little escorts burned his residence down? Yeah, those were his little male escorts, because Keir Starmer, he likes men. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but just come out, because no one cares. But what we do care is that you're lying and getting underage escorts. That's what we care about. That try to burn down your house. Keir Starmer. And I learned that by watching the Sean Atwood channel. All right, here we go. Otherwise, I don't really know about the news in my own country, let alone the UK. Here we go. Let's hope. Holy God, Holy Spirit of God, and Yeshua, will Keir Starmer be removed from office within the next 30 days? Will Keir Starmer be removed from office in the next 30 days? Yes or no, and anything that will bring clarity and understanding to this question. What say you, God and Yeshua? Okay, I can't guarantee they will be within the next 30 days. However, it is looking that your WEF Cabal Illuminati POS Prime Minister will be walking away from his position. So I do feel that he's going to be removed from office very soon. I'm getting an ace, okay? But I can't guarantee it's going to be in the next 30 days. It's going to happen very soon, but I don't know if it's going to happen within 30 days. So I can't say a definite yes on 30 days, but he is going and very soon. You got an ace and you got the ace of cups. You got it. The ace, that's a yes, that's a tangible physical. And you also got the eight of cups. And the eight of cups is walking away, leaving something behind, leaving a position, abandoning. So yes, I do feel. And I also got the death card. So there's a major, major change. Okay? Because he's got a lot on his shoulders. His days are numbered. I almost feel that I'm getting that the white hats have a lot on him, and I'm getting that our president 47 Donald Trump is a lot on your prime minister. Yeah, he's got the receipts. Yeah, he's got the receipts. And your prime minister is not sleeping at night. Mr. Starmer is literally shiting his pants. I feel he feels that he's going to be rounded up very, very soon. Yeah, he's not in a good way. He's feeling the weight of the world of all his evil, corrupt, disgusting cabal deeds. So yeah, he's going down soon. I just can't guarantee it's going to be, even though I got an ace, and I know because I got an ace, that should be a definite yes. But I'm getting it's going to be very soon. And because you know what will happen if he gets booted or if he resigns in 32 days, people will say, "Oh, Lady D, you said it happened in 30 days and it happened in 32. You said it was going to happen, but it happened a month later." You have to know that with with tarot, time is fluid. With the spirit, time is fluid. And I dropped a card. All right. Thank you, Saggy Lady. And I feel very bad that I feel bad. I spent time in the UK and I talked to a lot of people in the UK, and I know the shite that's going down, the invaders that are coming and taking over your country like they did in the US before we elected President Trump. And I have to say to you, you guys need to start standing up. And I believe there was big protest this week. The United Kingdom people in the UK need to start standing up to their evil government. There's complete dictatorship. You can't talk. There's no freedom of speech. You can get jailed and arrested for just talking bad. So it's not good, but it's going to change very soon. And I apologize for what you're going through. It's not good. All right, here we go. General reading for Rhonda. This is general reading for Rhonda. Here we go. Rhonda. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, can I get a general reading for Rhonda? What can she expect within the next few weeks? What is in her near future? What say you, Holy God, and Yeshua the Christ? All right. Okay, so I'm getting there's a situation. I'm getting there's a situation where you almost feel, I'm getting right now that there's a situation where you feel like it's kind of hung, it's kind of stuck in the air. I don't know if it has something to do with a job or finances, but I'm getting that there's something that's kind of being held back and you're kind of in this limbo position. Okay, because I got the hangman, and the hangman is kind of being held in suspension. And I'm getting the queen of wands. So I feel this is you. And I'm getting that this has something to do with career or maybe your life's purpose or maybe your mission, something to do with your soul's purpose. But I'm also getting this is spiritual too. You feel like you're in spiritual limbo and career limbo. All right. But I'm getting that there's going to be a breakthrough. And I'm getting with the Three of Pentacles that there's going to be some kind of collaboration. And this collaboration is with people that are like you, and these are people that are going to take you to the next step. I feel like you're in this limbo spiritually and maybe career wise where you can't go back, you can't go forward, and you're just in this uncomfortable position. But I'm getting that you need to branch out. So don't stay the hermit. You need to branch out because I'm getting that either there are people that you already know or people that you're going to meet, and they're going to help you level up and get to the next level, both spiritually and professionally. Okay. I'm also getting to that there's a celebration coming. So you might be hearing of somebody getting engaged. And I think there might be an engagement coming up for you soon. And I feel that you could be going to a wedding. Okay. I also feel that this wedding is going to be very important for you because I feel that you're going to not only have fun, it's going to lift your spirits, but I also feel there's going to be someone at that wedding that's going to make a very big impact, an impact in your life, and you might meet them. So this is either a wedding or a christening or celebration, but I really feel it's a wedding, could be even an engagement party because I really feel that someone's going to be engaged around you. Okay. Also, I got the Four of Pentacles. So I'm also getting two, honey, is that things are going to be okay and you're going to level up. However, there is a point that you're going to feel like you're going to need to step back. Okay. I'm also getting to that you need to hold your plans tight to your chest because I'm getting that there might be some people around that might not be that you think want your best interest, but they really don't. So I'm getting that you might have to hold back and not show your cards and not tell people your plans. Be very selective who you show your plans to. I mean, tell your plans to. And I'm also getting to that you're going to be a little apathetic at times too, because even though you're moving up and you're going to be breaking through this uncomfortable position, I'm getting that the people that are still in your old life could be family members, could be people that you work with. I'm getting that the people that aren't going with you to where you need to go, they're going to drive you crazy. You're going to be over them. And you're going to do a lot of soul searching, and you're going to decide who you're going to keep in your life and who you're going to let go of. And it's not a bad thing because there are a lot of people that are going to try to hold you down. And it's always good to clear out the negative baggage and the psychic vampires and the people that no longer resonate with you. So I hope this resonates with you. And if it doesn't, put a pin in it because I'm getting that this general reading is not something that's just going to happen right away. I'm getting that this is general reading is going to start soon, but it's going to flow for a few months. And there's some major changes in your life. Okay. So thank you so much, Rhonda. I appreciate you. All right. Hope that resonates with you. Okay. So that's Rhonda. Okay. Jean Klein, general reading. Here we go. This is for Jean Klein. And I'm going to switch decks because I need to clear the energy. All righty. What deck shall we use? I'll use my Chrissy deck. Let me do that. All right, Jean Klein, I'm going to use my Chrissy cards for you. Holy God, Holy Spirit, and Yeshua, can I get a general reading for Jean Klein? What can she expect in her near future? What say you, God and Yeshua? Okay, this fell out of the deck. So I feel that there's either a situation now or there's going to be a situation in the near future where you're going to feel like you're going to be caught between a rock and a hard place. You're not going to know what to do because you feel either way is going to lead to trouble. Okay. I'm getting that you're going to have to really, really go by your intuition. Use your gut. Don't do what your mind thinks you should do. I'm getting that this is a situation you really have to feel it and use your intuition. And you're intuitive, Jean. I know you. You're intuitive. We know this. I'm also getting to that this situation, even though it's been brewing for a while, I think it's a long-term situation. I feel that this part of the situation, like it's been brewing for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's come to a head. And this is going to kind of catch you by surprise. It's going to kind of knock you out on your feet because you're not going to expect it. It's going to all of a sudden come to a head. Okay. I'm also getting to that there's going to be a very, very big change with the male influence in your life. Okay. I feel what's going to happen. I feel what's going to happen is that this person might change careers because I feel what's going to happen is that either a male in your life or you're going to meet a male. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. I feel what's going to happen is that there's a male that's either going to enter your life or someone you already know. All right. And I feel this man has his own business and he's pretty well off. Okay. And I feel like this male is going to bring a major, major change in your life. Okay. A good change. Okay. Because I got the death card. Now the death card, people see the death card and they get afraid, but this is a change that's long time coming. This is a long, slow death. It's been a long time coming. Okay. So I feel like there's going to be somebody, a rich person, a business owner, and he's going to come into your life and there's going to be a drastic change, but this is good. Okay. This is going to lead you though into unknown territory. You're not going to know what to do. But it's okay. You have to, what did I say? Don't go by this. Go by your gut and your intuition. Go by your heart and your gut. Because I'm getting that you're going to learn new things. You're going to learn new skills. And I'm getting that this is going to lead you to the next step. And I also feel that this King of Pentacles, I feel like he might take you under your wing and he might teach you a few things. And I feel that this person, even though this new change in your life might at first seem like a little rocky and a little sudden, I'm getting that in the long term, you're going to learn and it's going to benefit you. Look at all those pentacles. There's some kind of new venture that's going to happen for you, and it's going to be very exciting. And I feel it's going to take you out of doldrums and the same old, same old. Okay. And what did I tell you? This is going to lead to money. This is going to lead to where you need to be because I got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. Okay? But this is going to be a business partnership. Look at the King and Queen of Pentacles. If you are in a relationship, I feel that you and your husband, you and your partner can stand up if you're going to level it. If you're not in a relationship, I feel that this King of Pentacles is going to help you out and you can end up being the queen. Because usually when I get the king and queen, this is a partnership. So this is either going to be a business partnership or it's going to be a business partnership and a romantic partnership. I know what you're going to say. I'm too old or whatever. No, you're not. So there's going to be some major changes in your life. At the very, very least, there is going to be a major change in terms of career. Or if it's not in terms of a career, this is something to do with your life's purpose. This is something to do with your life's mission. This is something more to do with your purpose and what you came here to do more than anything than career-wise, okay? So, big major changes. The King of Pentacles. This person is going to rock your world, okay? So, Jean Klein, you're going to have to make a decision. Something's going to come to a head you're not going to see, okay? There's going to be a major, major change. I feel this involves a man who is well off, a man who is a businessman, a leader. He's going to take you under his wing and he's going to get you where you need to go. And I'm getting that this is going to lead to a partnership, either in a business, a charity, a life's purpose. But this is going to lead, at the very least, to some kind of collaboration. And it could lead to something more. It depends on whether or not you want it or not. Now, this is an epic reading, okay? Don't fear this. Don't fear the change. Now, I forget, I'm not sure if you're in a relationship or not. If you do have a mate, I'm telling you, this mate is going to rock your world, and there's going to be an upgrade with your mate. I feel there's going to be something. If you don't have a mate and if you feel like you're too old, just know that at the very least, you're going to have a partnership. And I'm talking about something that is going to, I almost feel like you're going to move too. I don't know why. Just be open, because big major changes, things that you never thought are going to happen and you think that you might be too old for, even though you're not old for. Big major change, Jean. Okay? The death card is good for you. And I'm telling you, you're not going to have to worry about finances or money. You're going to be all set. That King and Queen of Pentacles, you're going to be the queen of your own domain. So congratulations, Jean. And let me know what you think of that one. I'm telling you, you're not going to expect what's going to happen. And I know it might sound a little crazy what I just read, but I'm telling you, it's going to happen. You have to keep an open mind. We don't know what's going to happen to us. Okay, here we go. We have the next is from Jen. Jen has a question. This is for Jen. Holy God, Holy Spirit of God, and Yeshua the Christ. This is Jen. Jen S. Will Tim and I work well together? Let's ask. Will Jen S. and Tim work well together? Yes or no? And anything that will bring clarity and understanding to this question. What say you, Holy God and Yeshua? Jean Klein, it doesn't matter if you're 85, 95, and 105. You're not dead until you're 6 feet under. Right? It's not business as usual, so don't limit yourself by age. That's why I said that. We can't think linear. We have to think, because we know that med beds and spiritual technology and advanced technology that reverses the aging process is coming out. So just saying, Jean Klein. The fat lady isn't singing, so it's not over yet. Okay, Jen S., will Tim and I work well together? Yeah, you will. I got the star card. I got the 9 of cups. Okay? And I got the high priestess. So yes, the 9 of cups is wish come true. So there's lots of harmony and flow. And I got the star card. And that's lots of hope and balance. And I feel that you'll accomplish a lot together. Okay. Now the high priestess is divinely guided. So I'm getting that you're very intuitive, so use your intuition. I'm also getting, though, you will work well together with Tim. However, I'm getting that there is something that he's going to keep from you, that he's going to try to hide from you. I'm not getting it's really bad, but I'm getting that you are going to get a reveal that's going to shock you. But it's okay. You're going to be just fine. Okay? So yes, you and Tim will work well together. However, there is something that you're going to find out about Tim. Okay? It might be a little shocking. It might not be that great. However, you're going to be okay. Okay? Because this is you, the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups, she has it all. She has it all. She's very intuitive. She's very, very intelligent. She is the queen of the castle. She's the ruler. She has everything. See how she has her cup? She fills her own cup. So I'm getting that when you work with Tim, you're going to feel confident. You're going to feel secure. He's going to bring out the best of you. And I feel that he will treat you very well. He'll look up to you. He'll respect you. I am getting, though, that there might be something in Tim's past that you're going to find out about that's not so great. Okay? I'm telling you, don't judge him for it. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. And he's not the person that he used to be. So, yes, you and Tim will work well together. However, you might find out something about him from his past that's not that great. However, you're going to work well together. In fact, I feel like you guys are going to do great things together. And there's a lot, you guys have a lot of power together. I feel as a working couple, you are like a power couple. You have a lot of power. And I feel like you're both very competent. And yes, you're going to get a lot accomplished. And he's going to treat you with respect and dignity. And you're going to feel great. He's going to bring out the best in you. And he's going to be a great, great person to work with. Okay? So I hope that resonates with you. Go for it. But use your intuition. And when you find out something about him, I'm getting it's like a secret. It's like a deep, dark secret that he doesn't want people to know. But when you find out about it, he's going to be honest with you. It's going to be hard, but try not to judge him because, like I said, he's not perfect and he's not the same person he was before. Okay, Aisha. This is a mini past life reading for Miss Aisha. Here we go. Holy God and Yeshua the Christ, can I get a mini past life reading for Aisha? Can I please tap into a past life that is so important and pertinent to her current life that is still impacting her in any way? What say you, Holy God and Yeshua the Christ? Okay. I'm getting female, one of three sisters. I'm getting Greece around Athens, 1300. I'm getting that you are a female warrior. I see you on a horse, but I see you with a sword. And I'm getting that there's three sisters. You're the eldest, and I'm getting that you care for the other two sisters. I'm getting your mother died And I think she died giving birth to your youngest sister. And you have a father that works all the time. And I'm getting he works with horses, animals. Okay. Now I'm getting with you. You are kind of a badass. You are a warrior. I'm getting that you actually go out and battle and fight. And I get in that you protect your village and you protect your sisters. I am getting though that there is a generational curse in your family, and that's what took your mother. And I'm getting that you suffered greatly from major, major mental illness. I'm getting that you kind of had split personality in this life, and it had nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the generational curse. So you were like, you were badass, but you had a lot of demons in your head. I'm not saying that you had attachments. I'm just saying that with this generational curse, you had lots and lots of mental illness and you had a split personality. You really did. You were one person one day and one person another day. However, it really made you a good warrior because you could be sweet and innocent and be like childlike and then all of a sudden turn into this ferocious murdering warrior. And you murdered a lot of people, but you had to. You had to. It was either you or others, but you were a ferocious, fierce warrior. You're almost like She-Woman, like what's that? Remember that show in the 90s? What's her name? The warrior there. I forget her name. The one with the dark hair. Who was played by Lucy something. You were like her. You were like this badass warrior. Um, I am getting though that you suffered a lot from depression, and I am getting, unfortunately, honey, you took your life at around the age of 30. Ooh, very interesting. 33, like Yeshua. That was very pertinent. Yes, Xena. Thank you. Xena, the warrior goddess. You were like Xena, but only back in ancient Greece. I'm getting the mental illness and the fact that you took so many lives, even though you took lives because you had to. You were a warrior, you were a fighter, you defended your tribe, and you defended your family. So it wasn't like you were like this vicious, evil murderer. But I'm getting that the toll of the mental illness, the split personality, and all the lives that you took, it's like the ghosts of the people haunted you. And I'm getting that you took your own life. And I'm getting you literally threw yourself off a cliff at the age of 33. And I'm getting that at that point, you had a lot of not attachments, but demons telling you to kill yourself, and you really weren't in your right way. Very, very interesting reading, Aisha. And yeah, thank you for purchasing that mini past life reading. So now you know you were a badass Xena warrior princess back in Greece. Aisha, who knew, right? Who knew? Here we go. And we have Minalu, a general reading for Minerva. Here we go, a general reading from Minerva. Yes, I used to love that show. I agree, Minerva. That was a really good show. Here we go, general reading for Minerva. Holy God and Yeshua the Christ, can I get a general reading for Miss Minerva? What is going to happen in her near future? What can she expect in her near future? What say you, Holy God and Yeshua the Christ? Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting Minerva. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm getting that there's going to be some kind of news in terms of finances or money or something tangible. Something is coming your way in terms of something physical, assets. We're talking about material matters. So money, jobs, houses, resources, anything material, physical, tangible. All right. You're going to get some news. You're going to get some really good news. And this news is going to make you really happy. The Three of Cups is yay, celebration. So this is really good. In fact, it's going to make you so happy because someone's going to be very generous. You got the Six of Pentacles. So this is someone being generous with you and you being the recipient of generosity. So Minerva, I really think that money's coming to you. Money's coming to you. Look at all those pentacles and a good sum. I feel like someone's going to, I don't know if someone owes you money, but there's going to be some kind of offering. You're going to get some good news about money. I don't know if somebody owes you money or you're expecting money, but this is really good. And someone's going to be very generous with you. And it's enough money that you can be generous with others. This is epic. Okay. Now, unfortunately, though, with the good news comes the bad news. I do feel that this new windfall is going to come with some things that you're not going to want. I'm getting there's going to be some burdens. There's going to be some stress. There's going to be legal tape. There's going to be things that you're not going to want to deal with. And as much as it's great, it's going to feel like a burden and it's going to be way heavy on you at times. And it's not going to be easy. So, and I also feel too, at some point, if you're not careful, you could lose some of this money and you could go through a little stress and have a loss of your peace of mind. So you need to be very, very cognizant. You need to keep your head on a swivel and you need to use your intuition because, like I said, this is coming to you. It's going to seem good and it's going to be awesome. You're going to get an offer or something's being presented to you or something that you've been waiting for, but something good news is coming. The Knight of Pentacles is giving you some good news or an offer. All right. This is something to do with tangible matters, either money or something material. But I really feel that this is going to be the answer to your prayers and it's something you've been waiting for and you're going to celebrate. However, though, after you get what you want in the good news, unfortunately, with the good comes the bad. It's almost like it's going to seem too good to be true, and it's going to be. Because with this windfall or with the good that's coming, there's also some downfalls. And these downfalls are going to be stressful. And these downfalls are going to be kind of a pain in the arse. And they're going to be a lot on you. And you're going to feel like the weight of the world on your shoulders. And it's going to be a lot of stress. And it's going to weigh heavy on you. And if you don't act properly and use your intuition and take your time, you could lose some of this and you could lose some of what you gain. So I'm going to pick another card to give you some advice. Yeah, because I'm getting that with the good, with this person, okay? I don't know who this person is, what this news is. I'm getting that there's good news, but I'm also getting too that with the good news and with what's coming to you, there's going to be lots of illusions and lots of smoke and mirrors. So you really, really need to tap into the divine, do your meditation, do your prayers, Minerva, because God will have your back. Don't act without praying. And if you don't know what to do, just don't do anything. I'm getting if you stop, pause, let go, and give the situation to God, you'll be just okay. You'll be more than okay. You got the Ace of Swords. I picked a few extra cards because I wanted to find out the ending and I wanted to give you some advice. So, God is saying, pray and meditate. Tap into your higher self. Do your spiritual work. Because with this new offer, with this good windfall that's coming in your life, there's also going to be things that are not good with it. With the good, there's going to be some bad. And unfortunately, the bad is going to weigh heavy. Again, you could lose some of what you gain if you're not smart. So God is saying you got to surrender it, let go, and give it to God. And if you give it to God, I'm telling you, you're going to be just fine. The Ace of Swords is divine guidance. It's clarity. It's breakthrough. It's a new beginning, and it's a fresh new start. And it also means that God has your back. Okay? So, I hope that resonates with you, Minerva. If it doesn't, put a pin on it and put it on the shelf because it's coming attractions and it's something that's going to happen to you in the coming weeks. All right. And thank you for the question, Minerva. I appreciate you and send you much love. And you're very good to me. You've been around for a very, very long time. So I appreciate you. Here we go. General reading for Richard A. General reading for Richard A. Here we go. Holy God, Holy Spirit of God, and Yeshua, can I get a general reading for Richard A? What can Richard A expect in the near future? Anything and everything. What are the coming attractions in his life? What say you, Holy God, Holy Spirit, Yeshua, HaMashiach, the Christ? General reading for Richard A. Oh boy. Okay, this fell out, the lover's card. So I don't know if you're in a relationship. This usually indicates that you're in a relationship and one or both of you are not happy, or one of you is thinking about whether or not to continue the relationship. Richard A., I hate to give you bad news and I hate to give you, but I have to give it to you straight. I can't tell you what you need to hear. I feel that there's a relation, that if you're in a relationship, there's going to be a split up and a breakup. There's going to be a tower moment. Okay. I feel that one of you is not happy, if not both of you. And I feel that one of you is thinking about whether or not to leave. And I'm really sorry to have to tell you this, but I have to give it to you straight. All right. So unfortunately, the tower moment is coming. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be hard. However, it's necessary. Okay. I'm sorry to give this to you, and I'm sending you lots of love and strength, but I have to give it to you straight. Okay. I feel like this is a situation that maybe has already been rocky. You've kind of been going back and forth. And I feel that there's been a lot of decisions and you don't know whether to stay or go. And your partner doesn't know whether to stay or go. And I feel like it's going to come to the breaking point. Okay. It's going to come to a breaking point. Okay. Another thing that I think is going to happen too is that you're going to really, really have to hold, it's going to be hard for you to hold your feelings in, but I feel like you're going to have to really try to calm your emotions and think rationally with your head. Okay. Because I'm getting, if you do, this situation can end up benefiting you. I know it's crazy, but I almost feel like you want it to end because I got the 9 of Cups. So I feel that if you keep your emotions, if you kind of can stay diplomatic, and even if you get pissed off, I'm getting that if you hold your plans, your emotions, your ideas, your thoughts, hold them tightly to your chest. Don't tell people what you're going to do. Don't tell people what's going on. Kind of hold everything in and stay quiet and keep your mouth shut and don't let anyone know what's going on. I'm getting that your wish is going to come true because I got the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is happiness, content, fulfillment, and a dream come true. And I feel it's about your children too. So what I'm getting is that you might be in a relationship or a marriage where there's children, and you might be married to someone or in a relationship with someone that you don't want to be with anymore, or this person doesn't want to be with you, but I kind of feel it's both. I kind of feel like you guys both aren't happy and you're both deciding. And I feel that when this happens, this is going to be the answer to your prayers because I feel like you want to get out of this relationship and you just want to be with your children. And don't worry because you are going to get your children. In fact, I feel that it's your dream come true to get out of this relationship and be with your children. And if there's custody and if there's children involved, you're going to get custody. Okay? Whew. I'm also getting there's news coming. There's news coming. And I'm also getting there's gossip. So I almost feel that your partner, I hate to say this, but is your partner faithful? Because you might hear that your partner has been talking to other people or looking to see what else is out there. I'm not saying that your partner's cheating on you. I'm saying that your partner has been looking elsewhere and you're going to hear about it, unfortunately. So I'm very sorry to give you this news, but I have to give it to you straight. I'm sending you so much love and support. But you got the 9 of Cups. So I think even though this is not going to be an easy situation, I think it's going to be the answer to your prayers, according to the Nine of Cups. Okay? So hang in there, Richard A. Everything that happens that's bad, there's a silver lining in it. And I feel that God is taking away this situation from you because it doesn't serve you and your family, and you all need better. I feel it's a toxic situation that you need. It needs to end. Okay, so here we go. This is Richard A. And here's, I believe this is the last question of the night. Just let me refresh. Yeah, this is the last question of the night, folks. So we're going to end on Richard A. again. Here we go. Here we go. Holy God, Holy Spirit, and Yeshua the Christ. Richard A. wants to know, will I ever be able to clear my legal record from California? Okay, here we go. Will I ever be able to clear my legal record from California? Yes or no, God and Yeshua? Richard A. wants to know, and anything else that will bring clarity and understanding to this question for Richard. What say you, God and Yeshua? Yes, you are. What's going to happen is that I feel like, oh, I feel like this happened. What happened to you? I, I don't feel like a bad person. I feel like this legal issue shouldn't have happened. All right. Whatever the case may be, let's get to the point. Yes. What I'm getting is that you got the Wheel of Fortune. So yes, the tide is going to turn in your favor and you're going to get your wish. This is a sudden change of fortune, meaning that your roosters are going to come home to roost. And yes, there's a sudden change of fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune means that's a sudden change of fortune in your favor. I'm getting that your legal team. I'm getting maybe a legal team or an attorney. I'm getting that there's going to be people that are working on your behalf and you're going to get public victory. So yes, Richard, the tides are going to turn. I'm getting some legal people, so attorneys or district attorneys. I'm getting some peeps that are in your corner are going to clear your legal battle, your legal record. This is success and victory. Okay, you see how he's walking with the wreath? This is success and victory. So yes, you will be able to clear your legal record from California. That's a yes. And a congratulations, because I know after my general reading, you are not gonna you haven't had it easy and you're going through some stuff, or you're about to go through some stuff. So I'm glad to give you some good news and tell you that your legal record from California will eventually be cleared. And I feel like it's going to happen all of a sudden change of fortune. All right. Let me just make sure that that's it. Yeah, and we are done. And perfect. I've been on almost 2 hours. So, my Soul Tribe family, it is Memorial Day weekend. I want to give a special shout out to all the veterans out there, all our armed forces, everyone who has served in this country, in the United States of America, or in any country. It is Memorial Day in our weekend. And I know that Memorial Day is more about the summer and all about the start of summer. And it's not Veterans Day. But to me, I really want to thank all those that served. What's going on in the world today is not easy, and especially in many countries. And I don't think we give enough to our veterans. I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying, but I just want to thank all of you who have served in the armed forces in my country and any country. I really feel that they really need extra love and support. So thank you for your service. And for those of you in the UK, fight, fight, fight. Do not give up and do not give in. I don't know why I got all of a sudden very teary-eyed over the veterans, but something must be going on. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. I will be on with the Jedi herself, Beverly Rhodes, in our weekly series. That's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Greenwich Means Time. It's the weekly energy roundup with Beverly Rhodes. I'll also be doing a show. Azria is going to be debuting a show. That's the Star Girl. She does the Star DNA. I'll be on Wednesday with Selma, and I'll have a show Wednesday, Thursday, and I think I'm going to be doing a psychic live with Asria on Saturday. Okay, I think we're going to do a psychic live with Asria. I'm not sure yet. So lots of things coming up. Also, I apologize to my channel members. I know I promised you a video. Well, still, I said I was going to have it done over the weekend. I intended to do the video today, but I didn't feel well. So I am going to be doing a video for my channel members. I'm going to be doing card readings and doing June predictions, love, money, everything for all my channel members because I love you so much and I appreciate you so much. And I love you whether you are a channel member or not. I love all my subscribers, all my viewers, new and old. I love you so much. I wouldn't have a channel without you. Yeah. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, be good. And when I mean be good to yourself. Don't take any shite and make sure you do your spiritual work. All right? Just remember, you're a child of God and God loves you. You're divinely blessed. You're divinely guided. You're divinely protected. You are a light warrior. So embrace your higher self, embrace your power, and be good to you and love yourself. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, God bless you. Bye.